Hi Block News, I'm Heather Geisler and I'm here with Roberto Machado. He's an angel investor and a managing partner at Blubeta. Hi Roberto.
Hi Heather, nice meeting you.
Welcome to Block News.
Thanks for inviting. Blubeta, I'm a managing partner at Blubeta. We are an acceleration platform and a consulting company for technology. So we have 3 business units. We work with startups and we work with large companies as well on their technology, so developing software, architecture, infrastructure, anything related to technology. Then we have an acceleration platform called Market Fit. So we help second stage startups scale. We have a program with Google Launchpad and GSP Labs here in the Valley. We're based in Florida, in Miami, Florida. So we bring startups from Florida to Silicon Valley as well. I'm also a mentor at Google Launchpad here in San Francisco. And then we launched a new business called Beta Blocks. So it's a blockchain division where we're gonna educate, train, and implement blockchain in organizations and help support that growth of blockchain.
What's the vision for Blubeta?
So the vision, especially on the blockchain side, which is our new baby, let's put it this way, we're just absolutely bullish on blockchain. We think that's the future. I think there's a lot of companies that are going to move into the blockchain, a lot of professionals, very smart people actually moving their careers into the blockchain as well. We want to be a part of it, and we feel that there's a lot of people that actually don't know what it is. They actually kind of mix with cryptocurrency. They think blockchain is Bitcoin, and it's actually just a small part of it. I always say, like, blockchain is the internet, and cryptocurrency is just an app on it, or it's just a website, right? E-commerce platform, whatever. So we're very excited, and we want to be a part of it. I have a lot of friends that come to me asking what is blockchain, or if it's just cryptocurrency. So we feel like they need to be educated, especially the C-level executive that take decisions for corporations that sit on boards. We feel like they need to be educated, and if they think that it's beneficial for their organization to move into the blockchain, they're going to save money or become more efficient or grow faster, whatever it is. We have the capabilities. We're actually, developing all the training and the training tools and the team to implement the blockchain in the organization. And once that's implemented, you need to train the workforce. It's like in the old days, the ERPs or the Sarbanes-Oxley. You need to train the workforce. So we have those 3 capabilities, right? So training, implementing, teaching, training, and implementing on the blockchain.
How is it different from other companies?
So I think a lot of the companies looking into the education side, they're focusing on the developers, which is a major problem. There are research that say there's 14 jobs for every software developer or software engineer in the blockchain. So it's a huge gap. There'll be over 20 million blockchain engineers needed in the next 3 or 4 years. So there's no people, and that's the biggest problem for organizations. We target a different audience. We're targeting the executives that actually take decisions on the blockchain. So let's say you're a hospital and you want to move you think the blockchain will be interesting for you, and you're taking decisions on your board meeting or as a CEO, but you're a doctor. You have no clue what blockchain is. You just hear about it, that's going to benefit your organization. So these people need to be trained. They're not going to sit in a coding school for 3 months.
Right.
So they want to, something fast, 1, 2, 3 days seminar or training. Most likely one-on-one. The online, it's a bit complicated because people always find something else to do. So our training will be online. The first one will be in May. So we're going to train executives. So the difference is that we focus on a different target audience, which is very important. It's smaller than the engineers, but it's very important so they take the decision.
Right.
So that's what's different than most of the coding academies, right?
It sounds like a lot of people would be interested in something like that.
Definitely. There's always the decision makers, there's always the curious as well. People who are not decision makers or they're not going to go into the blockchain, but they want to know what it is. They want to be able to discuss and actually evaluate for the organization. So, I have a lot of friends that they say, look, I'm interested, I'm in, I want to join the course. So people in the financial service, people in the medical industry, in real estate, angel investors, people just want to know. As an angel investor, if you make an investment in a blockchain company, you should have an idea what it is before you deploy your capital. So there are different applications for training, but definitely not the technical person, more the general decision maker, executive, or professional, right?
So as an angel investor, how do you see the future of blockchains and cryptocurrencies?
It's an interesting question, right? So I think the blockchain future is clear. It's going to grow. Companies will implement it. I think it's going to go mainstream in the next 3-5 years. So we want to actually ride the wave. On the cryptocurrency side, some of them might be useful. There's too many currencies, too many cryptos. Over 4,000. Most of them have no application, have no use. I mean, a lot of things they're doing, they could actually use their technology, but use the US dollar, use the currency. So, so on the blockchain side, I think it will be massive. On the cryptocurrency, actually, will be smaller. It'll be bigger in market cap, will be bigger in volume, but we just won't have as many currencies as we have now. I mean, when I see ICOs, the first question I ask, why do you need a token? And most of the time, I don't get a reasonable answer. So it's, you know, as an angel, like, why do you want to raise 40, 50, $100 million on a white paper and use a currency that, so yeah, again, a lot of them are useful or important, but most of them are not. So that's, yeah.
So what do you look for as an investor?
You know, as an angel investor, nothing beats revenue, right? If you have revenue, you have paying clients, you have traction, nothing beats that. But on the ICO side, it's different because you don't have revenue, you don't have clients. Most of them are just a white paper or an idea. So you have to eliminate the factor. So you look into the second most important thing, which is the team. Many times the team is actually more important than the revenue, right? But we look at the team. So you look at the experience of the players, of the, you know, the C-suite, as we call. If they know the space, if they've done anything in the crypto before, they're just trying to cash out some money. So team is definitely the most important. Then we look into the community behind. Are people engaged? Do they like what the company is doing or trying to do? We look at the technology, the application of the technology. So there are different factors, but I would say number one is the team. Can they execute? Are they legit? Are they are they on, what's their career? What's the LinkedIn profile? So all these things, smart people will find a way to create a business. They'll pivot. They'll be responsible with your money. So I think as an angel investor, I'm giving my money. My personal money is not a fund. VCs give money from a fund. We give our personal money. That should go to our house, to our family. It's actually going to a startup. So we want to make sure that whoever's taking our money, carrying our flag, it's actually fighting for it, and it's gonna die for it.
Yeah.
So team it's crucial.
Passion.
All right.
Going back to Blubeta, why do people need Blubeta? Why is Blubeta important?
So there are different reasons. One, we are a US-based company. We're based in Florida, where there's no state tax. Cheap labor is slightly less expensive than in California. There's a huge lack of talent in California, because especially in the Bay Area, in this space even more. So I think we have the right talent, the right team to implement the blockchain, or to train people on the blockchain. So we're a US-based company. We're not, in somewhere in India or China with the time difference and the language barrier, whatever it is. I think we can be competitive in terms of cost for organizations to do it. If they feel that IBM blockchain is not the right solution for them, or it's too expensive for them, we might be a best solution or a better solution. And we have a lot of experience. I mean, our Blubeta existed for 7 years. It's 7 years in the market. We work with Fortune 500 companies, we work with smaller companies. In my case, as an angel investor, I'm very responsible with people's money. So we're actually raising money now for our blockchain division, and that's not through an ICO. I don't need a token. So it's through angel investment, through friends and family angel investment. So I think we have a credible team. We're solid. We're US based, and we're, again, there's a huge lack of talent, and we have the talent to supply part of that market need.
So what's the future for you guys? What's next?
So there's a lot of things that we can kind of move towards. Several people have asked for us to put a fund together. We want to incubate companies in the blockchain. I think there's a lot of amazing ideas. Because we have an accelerator, it makes sense for us to help those startups scale or create startups, right? And I think next phase is, and those startups, they need capital. It can be done through an ICO, and I think the ICO window will kind of close in the near future. We won't see like the $50, $100 million ICOs all the time like we see now, or $30, $50, $100 million. So I do believe that there's an opportunity to incubate startups in the blockchain, and that we'll be able to raise a fund with people that want to invest in that space and actually fund and support that entrepreneur through the journey. Okay.
Well, is there any last things that you'd like to tell our viewers that block this?
So one thing that I want to touch on is a lot of people are very bullish on, they spend a lot of time on cryptocurrency. So if you want to be involved in blockchain, you have to read about it, you have to study about it. I spend probably 4 or 5 hours a day listening to podcasts and listening to reading about it, reading news. I mean, block news. Hopefully you guys will read their content. And so you need to invest time on it. and so you know what you're doing. So my advice, it's kind of open your head beyond the cryptocurrency and go see the bigger picture, which is the blockchain. And if you're serious about it, really go for it. Study, talk to smart people, get advice, get mentorship, and become a key player in that disruptive technology.